Is Lost Ark the right game for you? Pros and cons in 2021. Now, the beta comes out for this next week in North America and EU. And I've been pretty excited about it, so we're going to see how it looks.
Hey, did you know that the people who support me here on YouTube with the $5 every month get absolutely nothing besides an email from Google telling them they've sent me their money? Tempting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hi everyone, my nickname is SYWO, and with today's video I'm hoping to help you decide if Lost Ark is a game that's fit for you or not. So let us begin our decision making guide by talking about what you see in every Lost Ark video: the camera angle. This game is the same game as Path of Exile. No. While the camera view and the way mobs react to your presence is similar, everything else is not. Lost Ark is an MMO ARPG, while Diablo and Path of Exile, these kinds of games, are ARPG games. They are missing the MMO prefix, which means massively multiplayer online. This in turn means Lost Ark has a heavier focus on massive and multiplayer. That includes
that's so
grouping
sick.
up for content like you would do in any other MMORPG like WoW, Terra, BDO, Aeon, etc. World bosses and the horde of open world events where everyone is there at the same time.
Yeah, this looks
the
dope.
same map. An okay character customization that will allow you to make some unique, at least, characters and so on. What you will miss as a Diablo or Path of Exile player is the solo experience, which in Lost Ark is present but limited. And if
Good. I love group content. I love group content.
Also miss the depth of class builds and class customization. Even though Lost Ark also has it, it's just at an MMORPG level. I feel that a player coming from ARPG games will love the camera angle and maybe even the overall vibe of the game.
Looks so
but
sick.
You will get a lot more in the social department, and with that, a lot cooler and flashier boss fights, harder also, and combat style, etc. I also feel that as a player coming from any other MMORPG, you will get used to the camera in T-3 days, same as I did, and 1 week later you won't even remember that there's any other.
I'm excited.
Views.
I'm excited for this.
Another thing that you might care about when deciding on your next MMORPG is the combat. Lost Ark has an action combat all the way. There's no top targeting nor any gimmicks in between.
Okay, that's kind of what I was concerned about. I don't really like tap targeting so much. I like action combat, so that's sick.
You shoot your skills where you point your mouse, and you move with your mouse also, which is really cool and very well done. I've never moved with my mouse before in other games, only with WASD, but in Lost Ark it's so perfectly made that you don't even feel the transition. They've perfected this action combat, and boy does it feel smooth. Combine that with the various classes and visuals, and you get one of the most exciting fingertip experiences, let's say, MMORPG wise. And speaking about classes, no healer tank DPS trinity in Lost Ark. Might be a bummer for some of you. There are classes who support the group with various
buffs, I didn't know that.
Even a heal each, and one class which has a couple of taunts and is more survivable, but no defined healer or tank.
Dude,
role.
I love the pets. We're gonna have to watch a pet video.
Don't intend to change that, but you never know when they're gonna take the Guild Wars 2 route and upon popular demand actually satisfy the healer type players. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, for those of you who healed your entire life in games, I feel you. But for what it's worth, on a personal level, I really hope that you're gonna give Lost Ark a try, because
bro, just look at this.
Do we need good bards and paladins? A DPS minded player playing a support in Lost Ark is simply not the same as a healer from other games coming to Lost Ark and playing that support. Something else that might put you off a game is the pay to win. Lost Ark has some elements that can be considered pay to win, same as every other MMORPG in the world, quite frankly. There is a cash shop where you can spend premium.
Here's the thing, I don't mind cash shops. I'm a sucker for cash shops. I grew up playing Maple Story. I love cosmetics in games. I love cash shops.
Currency that you buy with real money, and there is also a premium currency to gold exchange feature. The cash shop itself,
I don't know about that.
Gonna make it or break it for you. The exchange might. Having that said, I have been playing Lost Ark for over 2 years, and I've never felt that I'm not having fun or that I'm left out because I do not deposit real money. Whale players also did not bother me in Lost Ark, but that is just my level of tolerance towards pay to win. Yours might be different.
It's never bothered me either. Do I like it? No.
You have the means necessary to acquire everything you need by playing the game. Players who deposit real money get to go to the broker and buy your mats in order for them to enchant their gear faster and get to the end of a patch faster. At this end, in air quotes, what's waiting for them is the same as what you're doing. Raiding, dungeons, dailies, events, world bosses, PvP crafting, etc. Everything in the game basically. Their raids and dungeons look different, and no doubt it's attractive to get there faster, but the reality in the field is that they don't win anything while being there. This pay to win topic in general is important. We cannot sleep on it, and we cannot allow companies to take it too far because it can be horrible.
It's got to be balanced.
I advise you, as a person who has played some of the worst pay to win games and some of the most acceptable, don't be afraid in pay to win in Lost Ark. We stay cautious but confident. Let's see what else might be a criteria for you choosing.
Dude, look at that guy's chicken skin.
A fantastic experience in Lost Ark.
Okay, this is what I'm most excited for, the PvP. Let's see it, come on.
If you enjoyed this content, 100% equalized in most game modes.
There we go.
PvP is taken very seriously by the devs with a lot of work put into it, and even LAN esports events.
Ooh.
But in general, Lost Ark is not really seen as a PvP game. Actually, quite the opposite. Most players there are for the exciting PvE experience. There are ranked seasons with great leaderboards, many modes that you can play, including large scale. Open world PvP is also coming to the game later on with a whole continent designed for it. We don't have any details about that yet, but at least it's in the works. The only PvP mode that is affected by gear and stats and perks, and as such could be affected by real money, is the guild versus guild one. So that might be a put off for some of you that really care about the honor of your guild versus another. At the same time though, I will have to say that I've seen people...
Bro, I'm a content creator. We got whales. Come on.
Who are happy about this because it's the only way they feel, let's say, motivated to work for gear at endgame as a PvP player, and that's to do better at this mode of PvP with it. And these are probably players who have played games like Aeon.
I just have to play it and see
where PvP gear actually matters. So for a PvP person to come to Lost Ark and still be motivated to go through the PvE content, some of them are saying that the fact that gear does matter in one mode out of the many in the game is actually nice for them.
I think
so. Speaking of guilds, for those of you who care that your game has an above average guild system, Lost Ark has a pretty nice one in place where you can do quite a lot of guild only content. Worth mentioning that there's gear progression in the game.
That's nice. That's nice.
Many of you care to have a solid goal for your character at the end game, but at the same time I know that there are people who like the end game to be sort of equalized to a degree or easy to achieve, let's say, like Guild Wars 2 for example. Lost Ark is more towards other types of MMORPGs where
I'm gonna give it a shot, Zero, and see how I like it.
Better gear in air quotes by enchanting it, in our case, in order to unlock new content. Quite a lot of motivation to play actually, or well, some of you might call it grind. Either way, it's here in Lost Ark. Also worth mentioning, and I know this is important to many of you, Lost Ark is a free-to-play game.
You don't like the camera?
There are no restrictions, and as a free-to-play player, you have access to all content in the game for as long as you wish. Lastly, I would like to touch upon the casual versus hardcore topic. These extremes put people off, but Lost Ark is right there in between your cheeks, like a nose. There's content that can be enjoyed by even the most casual players where, of course, the expectations of progression speed are according. And there's the hard, in air quotes, content too, where your skill and dedication to the games really matter. So many playstyles get to have fun in Lost Ark. The world is your oyster, minus the fact that there is this gear progression that you might or might not, depending on who you are, what you like, want to take care of. And you can imagine that with so many things to do in the game, the community is just so diverse and they nice.
Typically, I'm a fan of third-person MMOs too, but you know, I'm gonna give it a shot. I think the mechanics and everything looks sick.
As cotton candy. I will have to tell you though,
Ashes of Creation, I'll have to watch a video on it.
The efficient spreadsheet kind of players, but hey, here's to hoping that with our Western release this autumn, we will have an infusion of other types of players. I really hope so. I like an MMORPG that is very diverse in terms of
I do too.
Communities that get to play it and enjoy it. This was everything I wanted to talk about in terms of what I have seen people in the comments of my videos say about Lost Ark in a negative light and also in a positive light, things that impress them or that are minuses for them. I wanted to share them with you in this video, hoping that now you know a little bit more about how things actually are and work. If you want to try it more before our Western release, we have plenty of months to do that. I have in the description of every video my guides on how to try Lost Ark in all other regions.
I like this guy.
Russia or Korea. These are the two best regions to play it.
We're gonna let his video finish.
Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you really soon. Until then, take care and stay safe.
Yeah, that was good. I think the game's got a lot of potential, and
I have two choices. Either you.
Oops. We're gonna see what happens with it. Let me know what you guys thought of this if you're watching it on YouTube. If you want us to watch some more Lost Ark content.